What if ancient sun rituals, Roman feasts, and a Turkish bishop secretly shaped your Christmas tree in Santa? Unwrap the hidden origins behind every carol and candy cane. In the heart of winter, when the days are short and the nights stretch long and cold, a special kind of magic stirs in homes and hearts around the world. It is a time when windows glow with light, kitchens fill with the scent of baking, and families gather to share stories, songs, and gifts. Christmas, for many, is the brightest moment in the darkest season, a celebration of hope, love, and the promise of new beginnings. But the story of Christmas traditions is older and deeper than a single night. It is a tapestry woven from many threads, ancient rituals, sacred stories, and the simple joys of everyday life. To understand Christmas as it is celebrated today, one must journey back through centuries, across continents, and into the lives of countless people who found meaning and comfort in the heart of winter. Long before the first Christmas, people in the northern lands marked the winter solstice, the shortest day and longest night of the year. In Scandinavia, families celebrated Yule, beginning around the 21st of December. Great logs were brought into the home and set ablaze, their flames meant to chase away the darkness and welcome the return of the sun. Feasts lasted for days, with singing, storytelling, and the sharing of food and drink. The Yule log, with its promise of warmth and light, would become one of the earliest symbols of the season. In ancient Rome, the festival of Saturnalia began in mid-December. It was a time of merriment and reversal. When masters served their slaves, gifts were exchanged, and the city echoed with laughter and song. Homes were decorated with greenery, holly, ivy, and laurel, and candles burned in every window. Saturnalia was a celebration of abundance and goodwill, a reminder that even in the coldest days, joy could be found. When Christianity spread across Europe, the Church chose to celebrate the birth of Jesus in late December, weaving the new holiday into the fabric of older traditions. By the 4th century, December 25th was established as Christmas Day. The story of the nativity of Mary and Joseph, the manger, the shepherds, and the star became the heart of the celebration, a tale of hope and wonder, told in churches and homes alike. As the centuries passed, Christmas traditions grew and changed, shaped by the cultures and peoples who embraced them. In medieval Europe, the season was marked by feasting, music, and pageantry. Villagers gathered for midnight mass, then returned home to tables laden with roast meats, pies, and sweet breads. Carolers wandered from house to house, singing songs of joy and peace. In some places, a lord of misrule was chosen to preside over the festivities, turning the world upside down for a night. The giving of gifts, now central to Christmas, has roots in many places. The story of the Magi wise men who brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh to the infant Jesus inspired the tradition of exchanging presents. In the Netherlands, children awaited the arrival of Santa Claus on the eve of St. Nicholas's Day, December 6th. Shoes were left by the hearth, filled with hay or carrots for the saint's horse, and in the morning, children found them filled with sweets and small gifts. In Germany, the Christmas tree first took root. By the 16th century, families in the Black Forest were bringing evergreen trees into their homes, decorating them with apples, nuts, and candles. The tree, with its promise of life in the midst of winter, became a symbol of hope and renewal. The custom spread across Europe, and by the 19th century, Christmas trees stood in parlors from London to St. Petersburg. The story of Santa Claus, too, is a tapestry of many threads. St. Nicholas, a 4th century bishop from what is now Turkey, was known for his kindness and generosity. Legends of his secret gift-giving spread across Europe, blending with local folklore. In England, he became Father Christmas, a jolly figure who brought cheer and good fortune. In America, Dutch settlers brought the name Sinterklaas, which over time became Santa Claus. The modern image of Santa rosy-cheeked, white-bearded, and dressed in red was shaped by 19th century poems, illustrations, and, later, the magic of advertising. By the 19th century, Christmas was changing. In England, Queen Victoria and Prince Albert popularized the Christmas tree, and Charles Dickens's A Christmas Carol reminded readers of the importance of kindness, charity, and family. In America, Christmas became a time for homecoming, for gathering with loved ones, and for reaching out to those in need. The traditions of Christmas are as varied as the people who celebrate it. In Italy, families share a feast of 7 fishes on Christmas Eve, honoring the wait for midnight mass. In Mexico, children reenact the journey of Mary and Joseph in the posadas, visiting neighbors' homes and singing for shelter. In the Philippines, lanterns shaped like stars light the way to church. And in Ethiopia, Christmas is celebrated with dancing, drumming, and a special bread called dabo. In every home, Christmas is made real by the people who gather. The grandmother who bakes gingerbread cookies, her kitchen warm and fragrant. The father who strings lights along the roof, his laughter echoing in the cold night air. The child who presses her nose to the window, watching for the first snowflake or the twinkle of Santa's sleigh. The friends who exchange gifts, the neighbors who share a meal, the strangers who offer a smile. The objects of Christmas tell their own stories. The ornaments, each one a memory handmade by a child, brought home from a distant place, or passed down through generations. The stockings hung by the fire, waiting to be filled with surprises. The wreath on the door, a circle of evergreen that welcomes all who enter. The cards were sent across miles, carrying messages of love and hope. Music fills the season, carols sung by candlelight, choirs in echoing churches, the soft strains of silent night drifting through the air. Each song is a thread in the tapestry, connecting past and present, near and far. For some, Christmas is a time of faith, a celebration of the birth of Jesus, the promise of peace on earth, and the hope of redemption. For others, it is a season of light in the darkness, a time to gather, to give, and to remember what matters most. In every heart, Christmas is a story of longing and belonging, of joy and generosity, of the simple magic that comes from being together. As the years pass, new traditions are born. Some families watch the same movie every Christmas Eve, their laughter ringing through the house. Others volunteer at shelters or deliver meals to those in need, sharing the spirit of the season with strangers. Children write letters to Santa, their wishes a mix of hope and wonder. Teenagers build snowmen, couples skate hand in hand, and elders share stories of Christmases long ago. The world changes, but the heart of Christmas endures. It is found in the quiet moments, a candle flickering in the window, a hug at the door, a whispered prayer of thanks. It is found in the laughter of children, the kindness of neighbors, the warmth of a shared meal. It is a living story, written anew each year by those who celebrate it. So, the next time you see a Christmas tree glowing in the night, hear the sound of carols, or taste a sweet cookie fresh from the oven, remember the journey of Christmas traditions. Remember the Yule logs and Saturnalia, the nativity and the magi, the trees and the stockings, the stories and the songs. Remember that history is not just made by kings and battles, but by the everyday magic of people coming together to celebrate hope, love, and the promise of new beginnings. Christmas is a celebration of light in the darkness, of generosity and joy, of the enduring power of tradition and the simple beauty of being together. If you enjoyed this journey into the heart of Christmas traditions, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. There are more stories waiting to be told right here